Hey guys, make sure to check out g2a.com. A link is in the description below. They have really cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and a whole bunch more. Link in the description below. Yo guys, before I jump into the video, I want to remind you guys that I am doing a Call of Duty World War II giveaway with a few buddies. Check out the link to that giveaway, link down below. Let's jump into the video. You guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Now, in this one, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about hype levels. So we do know that Call of Duty World War II is going to be coming out soon. It's definitely going to be a game that is very much anticipated. A lot of people are excited at the possibilities of having a Call of Duty with a ton of hype, hopefully throughout the entire duration of the year. A lot of us who are hardcore Call of Duty fans who have been with this series since, you know, back in COD 4 or Black Ops 1 or whatever game you came in, you know, we kind of are hoping that this will be a rebound year. This will be like a comeback year where we don't need to worry about little things like, you know, uploading a video and then people leaving comments saying that they don't care about the game or that the game is dead. So it's definitely been a rough year for IW, and now with Call of Duty World War II, there's so much hype coming into this game that it kind of gets you optimistic, but at the same time, is it so much hype that it's not going to live up to it because people are going to be let down because they think it's going to be on this level and maybe it won't be at that level when the game is out. Now, one of the really cool things is that we can go back and we can play Advanced Warfare. We can give us an idea of, you know, something that was maybe not towards the end well received, but when it first came out, this game had a lot of hype, and there was a lot of creativity. There was a ton of stuff you could do with this game. The movement system was brand new, so people were still kind of unsure if they liked it or didn't like it. And the fact that they had variants, where there were different statistics, the fact that there was different rarities, the supply drops were introduced. It was a game that had a lot of hype around it, and maybe it was hype that died out towards the end because people were angry that they weren't getting the good stuff like the ASM-1 Speakeasy, or maybe they felt like they were getting destroyed by the BAL, or who knows. You know, there's a ton of different weapons that people wanted that weren't able to get because of, you know, they were just unlucky. Other people were pretty lucky. On this account for PS4, I have the ASM-1 Speakeasy, but I don't have it on my other account, which is leveled up, so it does kind of suck. But I wanted to show you guys a little bit of AW gameplay while I talk. But can World War II capture that focus or that hype, that entertainment again? Because as we all know, there's not going to be weapon stat changing variants. There's just going to be cosmetic variants in this game. Now, I don't know how much or how well that's going to do. We already saw what happened with Black Ops 3, and I've mentioned this a couple of times before. They tried going cosmetic only, then they ended up adding melee weapons, and then finally range weapons into Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So it wasn't like there was straight up weapon stat variants, but it was also cosmetic that first time around, and people didn't care. Supply drops weren't important. They weren't hyped. No one cared because they were just camos that you could get. And if it's the same thing in Call of Duty World War II, and they stick to that throughout the entire duration of the year, some people might be happy. A lot of us are probably going to be bored and not really care about supply drops, because when the game was first out, Black Ops 3, those first 3 months, no one cared about supply drops. Like, literally, you made a supply drop video, no one cared because there was no weapon in there, there was no variance in there, there was nothing in there that kind of stuck out. And I don't know if it's because of the system. I don't know if maybe if they implemented a system where you can delete or you can trade or do something like that, I feel like maybe the system would be a lot more important, or it would be a lot more hype. But the fact that it's a system that they had in Black Ops 2 where you unlocked, for instance, a epic or rare or whatever camo that looked pretty cool, but that's pretty much it. That's all you did with it. You basically just unlocked it. I think that's maybe the reason that some people didn't really care, because maybe if you could swap it out, or maybe if you could delete it and do like wagers and stuff like that, maybe it would bring a little more hype. And I feel like Infinity Ward and Treyarch did a terrible job capitalizing on the fact that there was in-game currency for the first time since Black Ops 1. There was crypto keys, there was regular keys, and they never used this as a currency to do party games or wager matches. And I know there was this whole issue they had where there was like gambling and little kids couldn't gamble, but this is in-game currency. It's not real currency. So I always thought it was kind of weird that they never brought it back. I would have loved to have wager matches again, where having keys was something that actually mattered, as opposed to just using crypto keys or keys to open up supply drops. So hopefully in the future, hopefully in Call of Duty World War II, they bring that system back of, you know, having keys. And if we do have keys or crypto keys or salvage or whatever they have, you know, being able to put that up as wager, or maybe use that for multiple things, as, you know, opposed to just buying supply drops. Like, there was a system that was supposed to be implemented in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare where you basically were able to use the currency that it was going to get, which are going to be supply drop credits. You could delete weapons you had, you could delete variants, and then you can use those credits to go into a shop that they were planning on opening. They never implemented it, but the system was there, but it was never added to the official game. But it would have been cool if they did something like that, like in Destiny 2, where you have Xur, where you could go up there and, like, you know, exchange your currency, your in-game currency, for a weapon that's on sale that week, or a variant that's on sale that week. That would be really cool, and I kind of wish they had implemented that in AW, because then it would have kind of became like a waterfall effect, where it would happen to Black Ops 3 and it would happen to Infinite Warfare, but it didn't end up happening. And I feel like if there is no system like that, where there is a shop or there is a way to delete and earn currency and use that currency for a shop or something else like that, then I feel like just having cosmetic only is not going to be very hype. I don't think a lot of people are going to be excited. And just in general, if they don't have a system like an AW where you could delete and wager your weapons, not officially, but this was something that a lot of Call of Duty YouTubers and a lot of people across just the Call of Duty community would do for fun, then I feel like, again, it's going to take away a bit of variety. And it's already kind of hard to have variety when you're in a World War II setting, which I'm not saying is a bad setting. I think that's a really cool, awesome setting, and I feel like it's going to be a really good campaign, a really good multiplayer, really good zombies. But because of that setting, it's a little bit more limited. You can't go super crazy with camos. You can't go super crazy with gear. So there's got to be something that counteracts that and makes it so you're hyped getting a supply drop, or you're hyped being able to do stuff with, you know, stuff that isn't a core mechanic. Because if they don't have that and it's just a multiplayer game again, then a lot of people won't be excited. And the sad thing was that because there was cosmetic only for those first few months for Black Ops 3, when the weapons first started coming out to the game and they were in supply drops only, and they had to make an entire section completely dedicated to supply drops, ranged and melee weapon supply drops, because the outlook and the percentage of getting was so low, then it kind of makes me wonder that maybe they're going to have a super crappy system like that in World War II, and I really hope they don't. I really hope they have a system that's hyped, where you're happy that you got a super exclusive camo that you can trade off, or you can, you know, not maybe go to the extreme of CSGO where you can actually go and sell skins, because believe me, I don't think Treyarch would do that, especially since it's a one-year cycle. But if they had a system where you could wager them, where you could, you know, get rid of them so you could earn currency for them and hopefully open up more supply drops, I feel like that would be a really cool system. And they had something like that almost in Black Ops 2 where you could burn duplicates. But really, if I want to get rid of a weapon that I got and I want to use it as a chance to get a different weapon, that would be a really cool thing. Like, imagine if there was that in Black Ops 3 where, say, I got, you know, the 1911, or say I'm not a fan of pistols or a fan of shotguns or a sniper, and I want to trade that in, and, you know, maybe I'll get a chance at another gun, you know, maybe swap it out for another one. If there was something like that, I feel like the game would thrive and be so much more popular. So we'll definitely see. Sledgehammer Games has already killed it with the promotional, with the trailers. Everyone's excited for the zombies, the campaign, the multiplayer. I had a ton of fun when I went to play the beta, when I went to play at Sledgehammer Games. And I really hope that they are able to deliver, not in the core aspects, because I already feel like they've already delivered on that and we're going to have a great experience, but on the side things, on the things that you do while you're not playing the main game. I feel like Headquarters is going to be a really awesome way to do that. Open up supply drops, talk to someone, trade weapons. That would be amazing if they had a feature like that in Headquarters. And I really hope that they implement something like that, because it's going to add an extra layer to the game. So we'll definitely see. Advanced Warfare definitely had that for me, because you had a variance that you could wager, you could sell. They were planning on having a system that I wish they had implemented, and if they're able to kind of use what they learned from this game and learn and use it in Call of Duty World War II, and also what they learned from BO3 and from IW, then I really think this game could be cool. But if it's just kind of bare bones minimum with the system where, you know, you earn a supply drop and that's it, you get to keep it, or you burn duplicates, then I feel like it's going to be pretty tough until weapons start coming in supply drops. And I don't think everyone wants to get into that system of having to have a specific supply drop for weapons. So Sledgehammer Games, I know you're going to kill it, I know you're going to knock it out of the park, and I'm really excited to try your game, but hopefully it's one that can have a ton of stuff outside of just a multiplayer that we can do and have fun with. And I think we are going to have it, but I really hope we do, because I feel like that just expands and extends the life cycle. Look at Black Ops 3, when they added the melee weapons, and when they added the weapons, which, as bad as they were and as mad as I was at the supply drop system, it added new life to the game, because everyone was trying to complete the contract so they could get that chance at the weapon that they wanted, or the melee weapon, or the range weapon. And that's why you continue to see people streaming the Grand Slam or the triple play, because people are excited for the weapons. And it's kind of sad that it had to resort to actually having weapons that were very low chance of getting them to build up hype. So I really hope they have hype in the game from day one. and I think that a lot of us will be really happy if they do that. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching the video. I know I know this was kind of a long commentary, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it's good feedback for Michael Condrey, Glenn Schofield, everyone over at Sledgehammer Games. For zombies, I'm just excited it's something different, so I'm not really too worried about that. But for the multiplayer, I really hope they knock it out of the park with the variety and the amount of things you can do with supply drops and in the HQ. So we'll definitely see. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the commentary. If you guys did, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. It really does help out. And if you are brand new to the channel, first video you're watching, if you enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any content, and also turn on notifications so when I do upload and YouTube's going wonky, hopefully you'll still be able to see the video. So make sure you turn on notifications. I will see you guys in the next upload. Follow me on Twitter, check out my gaming channel, my vlog channel, links to that all below, and I'm out. Peace.